Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your November new moon reading in the sign of Scorpio. My name is Jennifer with Aqua Mood for those of you that are new. As a reminder that these new moon readings are good from new moon to new moon. So these are energies that are going to be transpiring over a full lunar cycle, which is approximately a month long. I have also already meditated and pre-shuffled all the decks so that we can get started right away. And also, if you find that this reading resonates with you, check out the collective energy clearing that I do at the end of all the readings every month. At the center of your reading, you have earth magic fairies, conscious energies, you have rebirth, subconscious energies, you have lightning power, required for resolution is perspective, and outcome is full moon completion. All right, Capricorn, so this cycle is about you. It's going to be about you. It's about getting you into alignment with yourself. It is about getting you to tap into your inner magic. It is about getting you to connect with spirit or your spirit guides on a deeper level. For some of you guys, this is very much talking about like a spiritual awakening or just awakening to new parts of yourself, should you allow this. On a conscious level or energy, you have a rebirth. And so some of you guys already know that you have been going through a long period of transformation. Some of you guys have been going through a lot of change, especially over the summer. And it's like now that we're in the fall season, you're getting to experience some of those rewards of the work that you have done. But nonetheless, you know that there is change coming for you. The new you is ready to be born, or it's working on it, I should say. On a subconscious level, you have energy of power and lightning, and so this is talking about getting you to step into deeper parts of personal power, getting you to tap into your own power, really understanding what that means, like what that looks like for you, letting go of like your stormy past for some of you, or letting go of chaos, or letting go of just of worry or any difficulty. And instead, it's working to alchemize those past experiences as getting you back into alignment with yourself and feeling empowered again. This is a process, but these are the energies coming up for you on a subconscious level. Required for resolution is perspective Milky Way. And so this is talking about you needing to have a broader perspective on your situation, being able to look at things from a different point of view, being able to step back from what you were experiencing so that you can have a much more objective view to your situation, so that you can be open to going about things differently, so that you can receive higher guidance, so that you can get reconnected back to your inner light to keep going in the direction that you actually wish to be in. And this is going to help bring completion, resolution to your situation that you're ready to let go of. It's also going to bring you into a much more whole you, a much more full you, a much more enlightened or brighter or lightful you. I don't know that I've ever used that word. And you're going to be grounded, right? While I was doing the shufflings, the numbers 3 and 4 kept coming up. It's like you've been on the imbalance of a 3 energy and you're being pushed into a 4. It's almost like you've been operating on 1 or 3 legs instead of 4. that makes sense or resonates with anyone. But let's pull some tarot to get clarity on all these energies. At the center of your reading, you have Six of Wands as being released and Two of Wands as coming up. So some of you guys might be feeling like you haven't been able to move forward. You haven't been able to quite reach the success or the type of success that you've been looking for. You might be experiencing delays, but you are being pushed back to the drawing board. Can you recheck in with your vision? Can you broaden that perspective? Can you allow for your vision or goals or dreams to shift, to broaden, to adjust as you make space for the new you that's bubbling up? Is it old you that's been trying to create this dream? Or can you allow that vision to expand as you become a new you? Leave that right there. Releasing Nine of Pentacles. Coming up for you is Five of Pentacles. Some of you guys might have been experiencing or are experiencing financial difficulty, financial worries, or financial stresses. But I'm getting that this time is pushing you to look at your own self. It's pushing you, or it's almost like putting pressure to help rebirth that new you. It's been forcing you to look at different parts of you that need your attention outside of financial success. This might have been feeling like a little bit of a lonely process, a long process, a difficult process. Maybe you're ready to close out a cycle with your relationship with money. Maybe it's time to look a little bit deeper at your relationship with yourself and your money, and maybe putting too much of your self-worth to correlate with how much money you have, understanding those complexities. Being released is Five of Wands. Coming up for you is Eight of Cups. So we are releasing this Five of Wands energy, and this is an energy of struggling, of opposition, of fighting for, of forcing, of fighting. Have you been fighting for your success, pushing for it, forcing it, trying to make things happen, working so hard for money? But I'm getting not no more. We're ready to let this go and to help move you into an Eight of Cups energy. An Eight of Cups is talking about you moving on to better and just better things, leaving behind this old way of being, leaving behind these struggles, leaving behind this difficult cycle that you've been in, so that you can transcend the daily, the mundane of daily life and find more meaning, find more joy. And this is again all pushing you to step into deeper parts of your power, letting go of that chaos, letting go of that fighting. Releasing Queen of Pentacles. Coming up for you is the Hierophant. Again, you have money on your mind, and this energy is talking about not quite right now, with Queen of Pentacles being released and Nine of Pentacles. It's like you are trying to put your attention on money, but instead you have Hierophant coming up for you. And Hierophant is asking you to seek spiritual counsel. It is asking you to, this can also just seek help seek help from wiser people. It could be doing actual therapy. It could be looking for healers. It could be whatever this means to you, something that you've been called to do, but you haven't quite gone and done that yet. You are being pushed to anchor into these energies. Eight of Cups is also spiritual energy, where we're not worried about the day to day, but we're looking for higher consciousness, different ways of operating and seeing life. Seven of Swords as being released, and Five of Swords coming up. So Seven of Swords as energy that we are releasing is talking about letting go of any lingering resentments, any lingering feelings of where you feel like you might have been played or lied to or deceived or tricked. Any energies where you just felt like that you weren't, either you or others weren't operating with you from a space of truth. Not being able to be vulnerable, always having to be guarded. It's letting go of like these lingering remnant energies. And you have Five of Swords coming up, and this is still asking you, like you're still on alert, like you're still on guard, allowing yourself to surrender. Not being vulnerable does not mean embracing being blind or being dumb, if you will. It's still like having your wits about you. It's not releasing the entirety of who you are. It is just getting you to operate from much more spiritual perspectives. So let's pull tarot to get a little bit more clarity on these energies. Because there is so much fairy energy available or coming up for you guys, this might also talk about some of you guys having spirit guides that are fairies, or it could also be encouraging you to work with plants, either planting things, nourishing a plant, caring for a plant, as a way of connecting more deeply to earth magic. We're going to look at the energies that are being released, and then we'll look at energies coming up. You're releasing Seven of Autumn, and so that is Seven of Pentacles, which is another money card. So again, any impatience that you might be feeling, we are letting go. It says have patience, don't worry, don't let money, worries, and weights kind of like weigh you down or deter you from where you should be putting your focus. Seven of Spring, which is Seven of Wands. We are releasing this energy, and this energy is again of having to be defensive, of having to be on guard, of having to feel like, you know, like you're ready to fight, you're ready for energies or something or life to come at you. It's almost like you're waiting for bad things to happen, and it's like, no, not no more. We can let this go. You are ready to be done and complete with that feeling. It's an energy that you are ready to let go, and that's part of the rebirth that you're being pushed into. We are letting go King of Wands, and I'm going to read it to you. It says, get advice from someone professional and objective, which is again this Hierophant energy. It talks about public speaking and unemotional relationships. So we are again letting go of relationships that have not been nourishing to us, letting go. For some of you guys, it is fear of speaking, letting go of fears of speaking your truth, letting go of fears of maybe even speaking your emotions, even if just to yourself, but also as an energy. King of Wands is someone very unemotional, someone very guarded, someone very rigid, someone a little too logical. And so understand that there's nothing wrong with being logical and objective. But when you're operating from that space as a source of defense, it becomes more harmful than helpful. You are really seeing the Lovers. And so for some of you, I'm going to read this two ways. Some of you guys might be looking for a romantic connection at this time. And so this is saying not quite right now. And for others where it's just an energy, I always see the Lovers as an energy of both balance between masculine and feminine energies. And so any imbalance between those energies are looking to be healed. And they come from assistance of a higher guidance. There's an angel that is overlooking this union, if you will. But I always see it as a union within yourself, allowing yourself to really be guided as you move into this healing. And you have the Sun. I'm going to read it, but it says plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. So again, your blessings, your success, your money concerns, it is coming, but it's being put on delay. Any way to help this process out is advising that you shift into a space of gratitude. But again, that full understanding, especially or progress when it comes to money situations, is just being put on a little bit of delay. You have King of Summer coming up, which is King of Cups. So instead, you are being asked to embrace this King of Cups energy. And I'm going to say he because it's an energy for applied to male or female, but this is an honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted energy, and I'm going to read it to you. It says a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from your heart, getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. And this could apply to you as it sees fit. Some of this might be saying yes, you do have that partner that you've been looking for, that it's on its way, not that it's going to come up this season, but you are building the path. For others of you, this is talking about you getting more connected to your heart center, you allowing yourself to let your heart, that light, be your guiding point, understanding what that means, divesting from your thinking mind and shifting more into your emotional body, your emotional space. Letting go of what it means to be emotional. You can still be warm, you can still be devoted, you can still be successful when you are still very much connected to your emotions and maybe dreams that you've been suppressing. And you have Six of Winter coming up, and it says positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from travel times, traveling or relocated. And so Six of Winter, Six of Swords, and this is an energy of moving away from the storm. It's an energy of moving into calmer waters, moving out of the darkness, moving into a much more lighter space. So this is coming for you. And you have Six of Autumn, which is Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles. And it says, do the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying debt. And this is again talking about your money situation coming into much more balance, not worrying about money. It is also an energy that I look at coming into balance with how you give and take, making sure that you are giving to yourself, making sure that you're not just giving to others with your physical time, with your physical energy. And it's bringing balance back to this way of operating. And you have 2 sixes for balance on each of the sides. And then you get your Chariot card. And then once we work out some of this energy, you get to move forward. And it says success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. So again, this forward movement, this progress, this success, shifting energies, being done with something, embracing a new you, whatever it is your goal that you've been working towards, it's not just going to come by sitting around. Chariot talks about you are going to have to put effort into moving yourself there, into pulling your carriage to where you want it to go. But you do have success, and you are being encouraged to tap into spiritual energies to help you move forward. And you have the 4 of Summer coming up. And it says being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking something or someone for granted, discontent with life. And so this to me is letting me know, it's like maybe you don't want this success. It's like you can't quite pinpoint what the outcome is. It's like you really want the money success, and there's something that's leaving you feeling a little bit discontent. But at the center of your reading, it's still you. It's still like looking inward. It's still illuminating the best parts of you. It's still allowing you to open your eyes to like the deeper essences and truth of who you are. Not because somebody is telling you, but because you are able to recognize and see that for yourself. Again, you are being rebirthed. You are being pushed into deeper parts of stepping into your power, but you don't quite see it or understand it just yet. That's why you have these feelings of kind of like discontent or disappointment bubbling up. But you do have tools and tips to help you see your light, and that's why that's still highlighted at the center of your reading. So I'm going to pull 1 chakra card to close you out. And this is Apache Tear Obsidian, and it is a root and heart chakra stone. And it says Apache Tear Obsidian grounds, protects, and heals. It also cleanses your emotional wounds. You have pulled this card because you are grieving and need support to release your emotions. Meditate with Apache Tear Obsidian to find new hope, embrace joy, release your pain to the infinite love of Source. And this is again grounding, protection, emotional healing. And so this is where I'm seeing is part of kind of like part of the block, part of the parts you can't see, any pain that you can't quite pinpoint, any emotional blocks that do have you blindsided, or grief that you're ready to let go of. And again, that's why you're being asked to seek support if you do need it. All right, Capricorn, I'm gonna leave it right there. Hope these messages were helpful to you. Have a wonderful lunar cycle, and we'll see you guys at the next new moon. Bye bye.